What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, I have another old Greek photo explained. Let's jump into it. Hey everybody, if you guys are new here, I'm Tony Kariotis. You probably know me on social media as I Am Greece. Before we get started, hit the like button, subscribe for all the latest videos. Alright, welcome to the channel, you guys. I have an old Greek photo and I'm going to explain it. If you see here, I have a before and after. This before is taken some time before 1876, and the after is recent. So what we have here is the Propylaea. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. I am. So what do we have here? So I'll start with the before. It's in rough shape. This is basically where you enter from. To walk through the gates, you're walking through the Propylaea and onto the grounds of the Acropolis of Athens. A few things that we noticed right off the bat. A lot of it's missing, and you see this huge fixture building to the left. That is what's known as the Frankish Tower. It was built around the 14th century, and it was taken down after Greece won its independence, became the Hellenic Republic, and they decided this is not an original part of the Acropolis, so we are going to demolish it. And then since then, they've repaired as much as possible as the Propylaea, as you can see. And you'll notice one thing on the newer photo is that you see the smooth pavement on the bottom. And this was recently redone. I want to say it was around 2020, 2021. And I had gone there the first year that they had redone it. And it was noticeably different, a lot easier to walk, where before it was a lot more difficult on uneven ground. But people were saying, oh, why are we putting this new ground down? Keep it original. One thing many of you don't know is that's exactly what they did about 50 years prior, or maybe a little bit more, is they paved it down with a new ground. But when you have hundreds of thousands of people walking on it, the sun hitting it for decades, it's going to deteriorate. And to someone who's gone there just recently, you're going to assume that that is an ancient ground, but really it was just beat up pavement. So it's got a nice smooth ground right now, and I'm going to guess in about 60 years, they're going to have to do it again. And someone who goes in 40 years is going to think that that's ancient, but it's not. One other key thing to look at in this photo is look at the view through the gates of Athens. Look before, barren, just like the other videos. It seems like there's a little bit of a neighborhood right below, but as you see, as you head out into the mountains, it's just empty fields. Where if you look in the modern photo, you see there's white buildings all the way into the distance, filling everywhere, and where there's not, it's trees. And as we know, we've spoken in previous episodes, the trees in the 1800s were pretty much non-existent for many reasons: war, the need of wood, and sheep. But yeah, there you have it. This is a before and after of the Propylaea. A lot of it is put back together as much as possible. Maybe there's a few more pieces going, but I don't envision much more of it, unless they're still waiting for a few of the fill-in parts to. So they're allowed up to 10% new material in order to piece a few pieces together. So I'm sure at some point they'll find better ways to repair some old parts, because when you walk around the Acropolis, there's some sections of just like organized stone that they need to figure out where these are going. So maybe there's a few more pieces, but I don't anticipate much more for the Propylaea. There you have it. In the past, you could just literally, if you were alive and in Greece at the time, you could literally just walk up to the Acropolis, walk into the temples, and leave whenever you want. Now, obviously, it's a ticketed event. then you can stay as long as you want up until closing time. But yep, there you have it. This is a photo before and after Propylaea on the Acropolis of Athens, a photo taken before 1876 compared to a photo taken just a couple of years ago. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe, hit like, leave me a comment. Have you visited the Acropolis of Athens? Did you know any of this about it while walking through the Propylaea? Did you know there used to be this Frankish tower? Did you know that in the past you could just walk right in without a ticket and without anyone bothering you? And we will talk to you in the next episode with a brand new old photo. That's like a oxymoron, apparently. Yeah, a brand new old photo. Well, there you have it. See you guys.